What if I told you that in the heart of England's countryside, a family discovered a secret treasure, one that had been hidden for centuries? A crown. An ancient legend. A family adventure that will leave you breathless. Get ready for a story of wonder, mystery, and courage. In today's tale, you'll follow the Bennett family on their extraordinary journey through the heart of Willowmere, a village full of secrets. Will they uncover the hidden crown of Willowmere? Or will the legends remain buried forever? Let's dive in. You don't want to miss this one, the adventure of a lifetime. In the very heart of England's picturesque countryside, nestled between rolling hills and whispering trees, lay a charming village known as Willowmere. Now, Willowmere wasn't just any village. Oh, no. It was steeped in mystery, folklore, and a touch of magic. You see, Willowmere was a place where ancient legends came to life. The old folks spoke of fairies dancing in the moonlight, of mischievous pixies hiding in the hedgerows, and of a lost crown of pure moonlight that bestowed wishes upon those pure of heart. One summer holiday, a family from London decided to take a trip to Willowmere, hoping to catch a glimpse of this legendary crown. They were a lively bunch, always up for an adventure. There was Tom, the dad, a man whose pockets always jingled with multicolored sweets for his kids. Then there was Sarah, the mum, whose organizational skills could put Martha Stewart to shame. And then there were the twins, Leo and Lily, two curious kids with imaginations that knew no bounds. They were the kind of kids who turned every family trip into an exciting expedition and every picnic into a grand feast. Family man, woman, girl, boy, basket. Their journey to Willowmere was filled with anticipation and giggles. By the time they reached the village, the kids were bouncing with excitement. The moment they stepped out of their car, a feeling of enchantment washed over them. It was like stepping into a fairy tale. Winding cobblestone streets lined with quaint cottages, each more picturesque than the last, invited them to explore. The air was thick with the scent of honeysuckle, and the distant sound of laughter carried on the gentle breeze. Houses blossom. As they strolled through the village, they couldn't help but notice a small antique shop tucked away on a quiet corner. Its window was filled with trinkets and oddities that sparked curiosity. The sign above creaked in the wind, reading, "Curiosities and Keepsakes." Drawn by an invisible force, the family stepped inside. The shop was like a treasure trove, filled with dusty books, ornately carved boxes, and items that seemed to whisper tales of forgotten times. A grandfather clock ticked patiently in the corner, seemingly keeping secrets of its own. Mantelpiece clock. The moment Leo and Lily stepped in, they felt a tingle of excitement. This place held stories, they could feel it in their bones. But it was Lily who caught sight of a worn leather-bound journal lying on a shelf. With a giggle, she pulled it down and blew off the dust. The cover was intricately carved with images of swirling vines and what seemed to be a crown. Intrigued, she opened it, and as she did, a faded map slid out, revealing a cryptic message written in elegant script. "Follow the whispering willows, where the moon's soft glow kisses the ancient stones, and the lost crown shall reveal its timeless grace." World map. Full moon. A sudden hush fell over the shop. Even Tom and Sarah leaned in, captivated by the mystery. Could this be the lost crown of Willowmere, the very reason they had come to this enchanting village? Before they knew it, the family found themselves on the outskirts of town, following the clues from the journal. The twins raced ahead, their laughter echoing in the twilight, while Tom and Sarah exchanged amused glances. They had to admit, their kids had a knack for turning a simple holiday into an epic quest. Man running, dashing away. The first clue led them to an old willow tree. Its branches drooped gracefully, creating a tunnel of leaves that swayed gently in the breeze. According to the map, this was the Whispering Willow. As Leo and Lily stepped into the shade of the tree, they could have sworn they heard a faint whisper, like the murmur of secrets shared among old friends. But when they turned to each other, their eyes wide with wonder, they saw only the rustling of leaves. Still, they knew this was their next clue, and they moved on, following a winding path that led them deeper into the heart of Willowmere's ancient wood. Here, sunlight dripped through the canopy, painting dappled patterns on the forest floor. As they walked, they noticed strange symbols carved into some of the trees, a series of dots and lines that seemed to form a kind of code. With the patience of seasoned detectives, the twins studied the markings, trying to decipher their meaning. Meanwhile, Tom and Sarah kept a watchful eye, not only for their children's safety, but also for signs of the elusive lost crown. After what felt like hours of exploration, Leo suddenly gasped. He had figured it out. The dots represented trees, and the lines showed the path between them. If they followed the pattern, it would lead them to the very center of the woods. Excited, they hurried along, their footsteps echoing in the stillness. As the trees grew thicker and the shadows deepened, they realized they were entering a sacred grove. In the middle stood a circle of ancient stones, weathered and worn by the passage of time. It was here, they felt, that the magic of Willowmere was most potent. Sparkles herbs suddenly, Lily noticed something glimmering at the base of one of the stones. Brushing away the fallen leaves, she uncovered a small wooden box. Her hands trembled as she reached for it. Could this be the lost crown? With bated breath, she lifted the lid, and inside, nestled on a bed of velvet, lay a delicate silver crown adorned with sparkling crystals. As she touched it, a surge of energy coursed through her. The moment their fingers brushed against the cool metal, the crown began to glow, bathing the clearing in a soft, ethereal light. It was as if the forest itself was rejoicing. Overcome with emotion, Sarah and Tom rushed to their children, their hearts swelling with pride. They had found the crown, not just a symbol of Willowmere's magic, but a reminder of the bonds of family and the thrill of adventure. That night, as they sat around a crackling bonfire, sharing stories and laughter, the crown resting safely beside them, they knew this was more than just a holiday. It was a memory that would bind them forever. The lost crown of Willowmere had not only found its way back home, but had also found a new keeper in Lily, reminding them that magic isn't just in fairy tales, it's in the everyday adventures shared with loved ones. As the stars twinkled overhead, they knew they weren't just camping in a forest. They were creating a story that would be told and retold, a family legend born in the heart of Willowmere. Camping sparkles from that day on, whenever life's adventures seemed daunting, all they had to do was remember the magic they had found in Willowmere. The echoes of laughter in the whispering woods, the secrets shared under the starlight, and the bond they had forged as a family. For in the end, it wasn't just the lost crown they had found, but the true meaning of adventure, unity, and the enduring magic of family. The end.